Hello, everybody. Welcome into Saturday Evening Quarantine. David Jackson along with Steve Brown, Randy Jackson down on the Mass General Store sideline. We thought we would get the band back together and see how these guys are doing. Brownie, you sporting the company lid there.
Yeah, a little Volvo construction. Got a little online training going on right, Dave. Quarantine's been looking for the doodad. Randy says he's going to send me the doodad. Coming.
I've got the doodad.
Battery
I
still
can send
working?
it to you.
Battery still
It
working?
works, man.
Running the same battery.
I'm running the same battery as it ran years ago and still works like a top.
Unbelievable. Shout out to the doodad.
So a quick update on what everybody's been doing. So, Brownie, what have you been up to since 2014 was the last season, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Has
sir.
it been that long?
Been hanging out.
Yeah, been hanging out, been working hard, and got a couple grandkids in the same now. Got a little granddaughter, grandboy. Everything's going good with that. And
What's your granddaughter's 40 time?
she's pretty quick now. Her mom won the state in the hurdles. Yeah, she's pretty quick. Chris was a little boy. Bishop, he's a little stockier. He's not as quick as Rowan, but he's robust. WWE future.
Oh wow!
That's big time.
I like your scouting report. So Randy Jackson, not far removed from the crew. He's the Wiley veteran now. So hanging out with the quality ceiling fan there.
Huh?
I like you've got a very nice ceiling fan. My ceiling fan here is blinded by the light.
Randy's got some bunk beds going in the back.
no bunk beds, man.
Hey,
those are some wooden beams.
Back, David. It's that or a garden saying. Waits for an ivy to come up out of there.
So Brownie, I don't know if you could tell on the beams there, the beams in my dad's shot are there's one on the front, one on the back. There's a little separation in between the two of them, and that was my basketball goal back in the day. I used to dunk socks through the beam.
And you can see how much he dunked because the beams are still there. They've not been torn down, weakened, or anything else. So his skill level wasn't too high.
Right. But I didn't break anything. So
no, you didn't break anything. That was very good.
All right. So we've been watching all of these people, these broadcast types, broadcast stuff around the house, right? So there was a really good one. I don't know if y'all saw the NBC guy. I think it was NBC. One of their Premier League soccer guys broadcast something about he had two dogs and one dog took the toy away, kind of thing. I mean,
I saw that.
You saw it, yes. Everybody's trying to find something to do. So we thought that maybe in the spirit of quarantine fun and to give you something to do here before the holiday, we thought maybe we'd take a shot and see what we could do in the magical world of video. So, guys, let's first say that before we get anywhere, oh Lord, before we get anywhere, we do want to remind you that this video presentation is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light. Brownie?
It's a banquet beer.
There we go. All right, so we're going to start with this first video here. Apparently, we've got some dogs in the neighborhood that like to run around, and so we'll just see kind of where we go with this. First of all, a severe wind gust here. Randy Jackson on the Mass General Store sideline. What does the doodad say about the wind speed?
I think the doodad is worn out because the wind is so strong. I don't know if it'll register that high.
How about the doodad on the cow patties? It looked like I saw some cow patties.
Those are not cow patties. Those are mole holes. But Ozy, the big dog, Clover, the small dog, just kind of waiting for the starting gun. And off they go. The game of stick is something that is played in the neighborhood on a fairly regular basis. We'll get a chance to
really good at getting away from press coverage.
Do they have to dodge the mole holes?
They have to dodge this car right here, though.
The Kia?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, I do let's roll it back in the spirit of, being able to go back in time here. We can roll it back a little bit. And let's talk about these mole holes real quick because, Brownie, you were saying, and you can see one, we'll break out the telestrator here, go all James Brown on you.
Wow.
We got a significant issue in the neighborhood where moles are chewing up the yard. You were saying that you have the same problem.
Same condition. Ordered a couple mole traps from Amazon. Came in a big box. Broke it down. Got to the directions and said, "I'm out." Too complicated. Randy, what's your solution?
Well, I actually used to have a sonic thing that you put batteries in and you stuck it in the ground and it sent out these freaky vibrations or whatever. And it got rid of the mole. That was years ago. I don't even know if they still make that thing anymore. It was kind of like a doodad, but a doodad for moles.
Freaky Vibrations was my favorite Marky Mark song. All right, so we'll pick up action in the third quarter with Clover and Ozy.
There's the coverage, Dave.
Yeah. Give me a good. What kind of formation are we looking at here?
We're looking at wide right, pro right, Z motion, and then Clover's got him locked up right now. Looks like early in man-to-man coverage. Roll the tape and let's see what Ozy does.
It's like the
Ozy's like, okay, stick, still in press. Ozy's giving it a takeover. No, Ozy's not.
Good thing about Clover is Clover never spits the bit.
Clover's quick as a cat.
Clover's got some impressive breakaway speed. Ozy's more of an angle player here. Kind of maybe slow off the first step, but we'll eventually cover it. And now their game.
Tear down.
All right, so again, in the interest of being able to get, let's see if I can get this in the frame correctly. It might be better here toward the end. I want to show you some interesting developments here. This blur back over here. I'm going to roll this again. You just concentrate on. Let's break out the telestrator again. Concentrate on this area right up in here. Okay. All right. So as we roll the footage, I'll tell you a story. So the other day, hang on, I got to get my drawings off. Okay. So the other day we're hanging out in the yard and come to find out that that's a better view of it. This is our trampoline right here. Used to be over here. Now it left the earth. My neighbor saw it and he said that it looked like something out of Wizard of Oz. It actually hovered over the ground in the 50-mile-an-hour winds the other day. And actually landed in the farm behind our house.
Still functioning?
It doesn't look like it.
Damaged goods.
It's got a little bit of a bend to it. You can kind of see up there in the top corner. It's leaning up against a tree. We'll just watch through this one more time so you can again concentrate on the angle. Yeah, see there. It's just kind of it's a bad deal.
I did notice the pitchback.
The pitchback is still there, yes.
Yeah.
The pitchback has been very handy. But again, so these dogs just run around.
I don't know how much time Clover spends in the little doggy weight room, but I'll tell you what, Clover's got some really strong legs, man.
Yeah. Ozy needs a little bit more strength conditioning in the sprints.
Now, to be fair, Ozy was on a fairly long romp today, so I think she was over it at this point. It was we need one more clip. So I don't know. I was thinking though, this might be one of those things that we could potentially pose out there to the world if somebody had a video that they would like us to go over. Would you guys be down for doing that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, sure.
It's almost like a wedding video, except not.
Now, with as much running around as those dogs do, I mean, you know about Ozy. What's the training table time, man? You must go through some food.
High quality Alpo gets it done. Some of the I think we're on a lamb rice mix right now. Yeah,
that's tasty.
It tastes about as good as it sounds. But Ozy powers through it, and then whatever else happens to be around. Took down a significant part of Luis's birthday cake the other day. So it's a tough deal.
I seem to remember that Ozy has some pretty good ups in the kitchen.
That is true. It's true. Brownie, how are your ups in the kitchen?
Still pretty good. Got a little banquet beer at the top shelf.
You still chomping on those tofu-face?
Tofu-face. I told Randy he sent me some candies way back, and I saw some the other day in the quarantine section of the gas station. 6-pack of Toffees.
What's not so if there's a quarantine section of the gas station, what's in and what's out?
You had Toffees in there, had your Hostess Ho-Hos, you had some Oreos, and some Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah.
That's all you could get.
That's it.
That's all you could get?
Limited.
Come on, man.
It was petitioned off.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Tough
a tough
deal.
deal.
Were they limiting how many people could go do their shopping?
Yeah, you had 5 in the station at one time. Now, the beer section was wide open. Mad Dog 2020, all your favorite wines were there. But the food section, and you know, the spinning hot dogs and rotisserie,
Oh, yeah.
they were off limits.
No.
They've been there
Let me ask this question. Were they still on the spinners, though?
They've been there for 45 days. That was a tough deal.
Is that a
Maybe you could get a
churro?
couple of those and stuff them down the mole holes and they choke on those
That
things.
could be.
That would
You know,
be
we
it.
occasionally light a fire in the fire pit. Maybe we could get one of them as a starter.
Oh,
Fire
man.
log.
Oh, man.
That's amazing stuff.
All right. So if you've got anything, now that you've seen our skill set, we're a little rusty maybe, but send it to us on the Facebook, and Saturday Evening Quarantine will come your way again. We will have more jokes, and we'll make jokes about you and your video this time instead of my dog apparently that needs to go on a diet.
So this is our way of coming back here? Is this the deal we're practicing?
This is what we got. This is what we've got. You know, there's no sports. And, you know, a couple of us have been out of a job for a while. So I don't know. Yeah, this could be like, you know, we keep this footage. It's like when, you know, when Justin Timberlake left NSYNC, you know, they had all that documentary footage. And now when he goes back, it's going to be like, you know, VH1 behind the music.
I kind of like this because my feet don't hurt as much doing this as they did on the Mass General Store sidelines.
And you don't have the tendency to get run over by a random quarantine football player.
No, don't
Hey,
have
y'all see
that.
Armani signed a contract the other day?
Where?
Armani's going back to Canada.
Good for him.
Yeah, you're going to play in Edmonton.
Good for him. I saw that Brownie's old buddy Sam Martin is in Denver now. His hair still looks good.
That's going to get a challenge at the end. Yeah, I don't know. Do you have to put more shellac in the hair when you go a mile high? I think in Detroit there was enough soot in the air that just kind of kept it in place.
That could be. Yeah, we'll have to ask him that question.
We could make a celebrity. Do you think Beasley's got Zoom, Brown? I know he had Zoom back in the day.
I'm sure he does.
We might have to annex him in at some point in time. All right.
You know who would be great to have on some Saturday night is our old friend and sports information director, Mike Flynn. I bet he's got some great stories he could tell, and it'd be fun to see him.
Yeah, I've talked to Flinny a couple of times in the last few days. He's still down in Hotlanta, working the quarantine magic. I'm not sure if the varsity has been deemed an essential business or not, but if it is, I'm sure he's there.
Is that his big hangout there?
On his ties.
I told him I might have mentioned to him that we were going to get together, and he said, "Oh man, I want that meeting link." And I said, "Man, if you do that, Brown's going to say, hey, Flinny, thanks for showing up. Where'd you get your clothes? S&K?"
That's good stuff.
Best suits in the business, without question. All right, so send us your videos, and until next time, for Hall of Fame, whatever banquet beer aficionado Steve Brown, and Hall of Fame Mass General Store sideline reporter Randy Jackson. This is David Jackson saying, "Zoom."
Zoom.